So today we are going to be doing a hair tutorial. First let's get our image, then we'll start. So first I start off with bucketing the hair, just making the outlines a little bit thinner. Let's start with that. Now this process isn't necessary, but if you do want your character to have just a little bit of extra flair, then I suggest you do this step. Otherwise you can just skip past this. The brushes I use will be right next to the video. So now we clip our hair and we start with a multiply layer, but what I want to do first is I just want to make the hair a little bit desaturated. That helps with how the hair ends up looking. So just you can fix up any extra pieces. Okay. Then we'll start with the multiply layer. First off we clip and then we get our pencil. I'm using Soft Shade, so I will be linking that right next to the video. So now we're just going to go ahead and multiply the lines. So what you can do is you can desaturate it just a little more, and then you can start with this step. If you are already done, please skip to the next step. But if you're not, then you can just watch what I'm doing while I'm busy with this. Okay, and I am done. Just try not to forget any pieces like I did. When we're done with that, we can lower the opacity and you can set your blurring brush to about 50, the opacity, and then you can just blur over the lines. And now we can get to the fun part, or the not so fun part if you are new to editing, which is actually adding detail to the hair. So as soon as my app will respond, we can get onto that step. Okay, and it has responded. We can now start with the add. First we can go ahead and still use the soft shade brush. We'll just add highlights going like this, but it's best to turn your color, if you're using blue hair, to more of a turquoisey icy blue color. Just mind the dogs in the background. So you can also just follow what I do, but this step isn't really compulsory. Okay, I don't know how to say that word, but it isn't really necessary. You can just skip to the next step. But if you do want to do this step, then by all means go and do it. It adds an extra bit of flair to your character. I like just doing that step for the top of the hair, but for this tutorial I'll do it for all the hair. Okay, and there we go. Now we will lower the opacity to about 30, and we'll go in with another add layer, but this time we will use our hairbrush. I like keeping this on stabilizer, and we'll just go over with the edges of the hair like this. It adds a bit of detail to the hair. Your lines don't need to be exact, but you can always redo it until it fits how you want it to look. I like doing it just at the tip of the hair. In my opinion, it makes it look a lot better and more detailed. And the smaller bits of hair, you don't have to do it, but if you want to, go ahead and do it. Like I said, it adds flair to your character. For the bottom section of hair, if you've got long hair like that, you might want to make it a little bigger so that the hair fits over it, or the hairbrush. So you don't need to clip the layers, you can always just use magic wand. So I just like clipping the layers, it makes it easier for me. So your hair should be looking like this right about now. What I like to do, I like to go ahead and use my shader brush, which I will link next to the video right about now. And I'll go in with another add layer, this time making it more of a pinky purple, just like that. This is for blue hair. If your character doesn't have blue hair, you can also use this. It will also turn out really well. So I like to put it just in between locks of hair like that, which basically like links them all together, just like that. You can even put one strand, it depends on how you want your hair to look. This adds a bit of a color pop to your character. And your hair should be looking like this about now. What I like to do is, if I have a character that has no background on it, I would go ahead with overlay, and I take a green color, more from mint green, and I'll add dots at the bottom. It should be looking like a cool blue tone. Just like that. And you can do it to all the locks of hair if you want. character should be looking like this now. Then what I also like to do is take my soft shade brush and I go in with my turquoise blue again, but this time in a multiply layer, and I go just by the tips of the hair. It adds a little bit of pop to the hair. Just like that. And then I also duplicate the layer and change it to a collarbone. And so there's how your hair looks now. By the head, I also go in with a multiply layer and just do a circle like that. You can do it with a dark blue purple if, like I said, your hair is blue, which I'm editing in this video now. You can go ahead and layer the multiply layers just like that until you reach black. But then you can stop and you blur it all together. Make sure your blur is on 100% now. And then I also go with smudge, also with the hairbrush, and I just smudge it going down. Just like that. Then again, lowering the opacity till what you think fits. And then I like adding messy strands of hair, so you can go back to the bottom and then just select your hair, go in with the pen hard, and then just add the messy strands of hair you want. If you want it to stick out, you can do that, or if you want it to like swim out like that, you can do it however you want. This just makes your hair look a little more detailed, because remember, hair isn't perfect, so you will have hair strands sticking out of some places. You can always have some going down into the face, just like that. And now your hair is done. I hope you enjoyed this edit, and remember to just add whatever touches you want. Like if you want to go ahead with a red color and go in and just do random dots everywhere, go ahead and do that. But I feel like this is a really simple and easy tutorial which makes your hair look much better when editing in videos. Next video I will be making a skin tutorial, so just go watch that. It'll probably be out by tomorrow or during the course of the week. Well,